Hello everyone. Now every relationship has been impacted by our inability or ability of communicating well. How far do you think effective communication play a humongous role in our lives? At work, in a party, at an event, a family get together with friends and family, we often communicate very well. But sometimes our communication is misinterpreted. How often do you feel that when you wanted to communicate something good or you wanted to express your feelings, but other person misunderstood it or misinterpreted your message completely? And after that, you left that person wounded or hurt him forever. But when you find out that you didn't mean these things to be conveyed, at this time, the communication skills plays a vital role. Effective communications is a subject which should be taught at every level of academics, but it isn't. Now, the 3 killer hacks which I'm going to give you for a better understanding of effective communication skills are: number 1, body language. Now, your body language screams volumes about yourself. If you don't have a good body language and your words are good, it hardly matters. So, paying close attention to your body language is very cardinal. How you stand, how you walk, your facial expressions, even your eyes tells a story. Creates a very good impression on others. But at the same time, if you don't have a confident body language and you have golden words to say, how amiable are you going to sound? Think about it. Now, I will give you some tips and tricks which you can follow right away and become good at body language. Of course, it comes with practice. Stand straight, stand tall, keep your head high, your shoulders back, walk confidently. These are some of the basic tips you can follow and you can practice in your day-to-day lives, and you will see humongous changes in your body language. Number 2, ask some great open-ended questions. Now, close-ended questions are wherein the other person replies or answers in just simple yes or no. Whereas the open-ended questions forces the other person to communicate well. Let's take a quick example here. If I ask someone which is the place you want to visit this year, they will simply tell me, I want to visit Australia, I want to visit US, and things like that. But at the same time, if I ask somebody, tell me which place you want to go for this time for a vacation, what kind of activities you would like to do, what kind of beauty you would like to explore, and things like that, then definitely this question is going to force that person to answer more detailed way, and you can lead the conversation from there. So this is known as open-ended questions, and this is one of the most effective communication tips to lead the conversation ahead, if you want to lead the conversation ahead actually. Tip number 3, pay close attention to your tone of voice. How is your tone of voice? Is it too loud? Is it too slow? How do you speak? Do you mumble a lot of times? Mumbling means using a lot of fillers. Fillers are they doesn't leave you anywhere, and then they don't take you anywhere actually, because the listener struggles a lot in understanding what exactly you want to convey. So for this, another tip I would like to give you is record your voice. You can use it even your mobile to record your voice and listen to it multiple times. What is the tone of your voice? What is the tonality? What is the pitch? Listen again and again, and then make active changes into it. These small minor changes can take you to a long way. Use some good grammar. Now definitely you should know where to use I and where to use me. You can also use some good vocabulary. How about subscribing an emailing list of vocabulary wherein they give you 1 word a day? Now you should never ever underestimate the power of learning just 1 word a day, because at the end of the month you will be having 30 new words. So I hope these tips are really helpful. I will be also giving you some detailed videos on effective body language. Body language, definitely when you turn around and when people say to you that, damn, this person knows the game. So I will be giving you such kind of powerful body language techniques and communication skills, confidence buildings, so many things coming up. So thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Hi everyone, this is Jasmine and I welcome you all in this amazing video. Now if you are someone who gets stuck in the pronunciation of certain words and you feel like that you're pronouncing it wrong, then this video is going to be perfect for you, because there are certain words which we might be pronouncing it wrong and we don't even know about it. So stay tuned for this amazing video. Let's begin. So the very first word which you might be pronouncing wrong is mojito. Now the correct pronunciation for this word is mojito. J would be silent in this word. So it is mojito. So the next word is vegetable. Now vegetable is a very common word, of course, but it is often mispronounced. The correct pronunciation of vegetable is vegetable. It's vegetable, not vegetable. Another word which is often mispronounced is pizza. Now pizza is in actual pizza. It's pizza. Another word which we often mispronounce is catch. Now it is actually not catch, it is cash. Cash. Now it sounds a little different, of course, that you might have heard, some people have not heard about it, but yes, that's the correct pronunciation. It's cash. And other word is Arctic. It is Arctic. Arctic. Next word what I have for you is dilemma. It's dilemma. The correct pronunciation of this word is dilemma. Dilemma. Another word what I have for you is vehicle. Now the correct pronunciation of this word is vehicle. It's vehicle. Let's take another word quickly. The next word is rapport. The correct pronunciation is rapport. The T is silent in the word rapport. I'm very tired. Could you please get me a cup of espresso? Now it is not espresso, it is espresso. Now this is a very common mistake which we often do. It is espresso. Now the next word is, now can you please tell me how we are going to pronounce this word? This is very mispronounced. It is jiff. The correct pronunciation for this word is jiff. So these are few of the words which are mispronounced very often, and I really think that these are going to help you a lot. Keep practicing these words. I'll be back with some more amazing videos. Till then, keep practicing. Thank you.
Hello there! Welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we get started with this amazing video on top phrases and idioms you must know, if you love videos about how can you adorn your English communication skills, which help you transform your personality and make you super confident like a superhuman, be sure to subscribe and click on the bell button to stay in touch with all the wonderful and highly impacting videos we share on this channel. Let's see some amazing phrases and how to use them. Firstly, we have to pull yourself together. This means to stabilize and organize your thoughts and emotions. We can use it as, it was a hard day for her, so she left work early to try to pull herself together. Next is to piss someone off. If something pisses you off, it means that it really annoys or upsets you or makes you angry. For example, his boss is very short-tempered and gets pissed off even on little things. Next one is out of the blue, meaning something unexpected. For example, one day out of the blue, coronavirus appeared and everything was halted. Now this one is pretty rare. Next one is baby blues, which means depression that is caused to new mothers after childbirth. It's normal to have some baby blues after the bundle of joy arrives. Next one is attaboy. Attaboy is used when you want to encourage someone, a man or a boy, such as, "Attaboy, Mark, you got this." Next is a fish story, which means a big lie. This idiom suggests about the tendency of fishermen to exaggerate the size of fish. It can be used as, "I'm sure she's just telling you a fish story. There is no way all of that is true." Another one is cat on a hot tin roof. This idiom is used for someone who is anxious or nervous. It can be used as, "Since her test results may come today, she's been like a cat on a hot tin roof all day." Another one is beat a dead horse, which means wasting energy on something that is no longer relevant or on something that cannot be changed. For example, it's time to let go of the problem. There is no point in beating a dead horse. Next one is learn the ropes, meaning to learn the basics in order to do something well. In a sentence, it can be used as, "My father believed that to be successful, you need to spend considerable time in learning the ropes." Well, if you want to learn the ropes of English language, make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you think you got these phrases and idioms, try solving the worksheet. The link is in the description box. And if you want to know more of such idioms and phrases, make sure you visit our website given in the description box. I have free amazing content there for you guys as well. Make sure you check it out. That's it from me, guys.
Hello everyone, and today I'm going to share some surprising facts about body language. Now, who doesn't want to have a good body language? But it comes up with a lot of practice. We give a lot of importance to the spoken words, but we hardly feel any importance about the body language. Now, in 1950s, Mr. Albert Marabin, a pioneer in body language, wrote in his study that only 7% goes to the spoken words, and 38% is for the tonality, the tone of the voice, how we speak a particular sentence or how effectively we communicate. And rest 55% goes to the body language, and still the body language is taken for granted. How often do you feel that you say something and the other person interprets something else? And we keep on wondering that what happened? I was so fully prepared, I gave excellent speech, but still didn't get the desired result. It all because of the body language. Your gestures, your hand movements, your body language, your eyes, your facial expressions, how you stand, how you walk, everything matters a lot. So it is very, very important that we should have some powerful poses, learn some good techniques. Communication skills are of course very important, but the first major thing is our body language, and this can be overcome with a little practice.
Hello there! Welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we get started with this amazing video on 10 words you may be mispronouncing, if you love videos about how can you adorn your English communication skills, which help you transform your personality and make you super confident like a superhuman, be sure to subscribe and click on the bell button to stay in touch with all the wonderful and highly impacting videos we share on this channel. English language is constantly evolving, especially our vocabulary. Because of that, a lot of new vocabulary words are created and added in the dictionary probably every single day. But without the right pronunciation, your words might not deliver the right meaning. So let's see some new words and the correct way to pronounce them. Let's start with stupendous. It's pronounced as stupendous, which means greatly impressive. Next we have flautist. Flautist is the person who plays flute. Since we pronounce flute as flute, so sometimes people may pronounce it as flutist. But that's not the right way. It's supposed to be flautist. Another word is niche. How do you pronounce this word? Niche or niche? Well, its correct pronunciation is niche, which means something or a position that is suitable for a person. Next we have mischievous. Now this word is most of the time wrongly pronounced as mischievous. Rather, it should be pronounced as mischievous. Another new word is bruschetta. This is a type of Italian bread or a type of garlic bread, and the right pronunciation is bruschetta, but most people say it as bruschetta. Yep, that's right. Another new word is foyer. This means an entrance of the building or a hotel used by public, though it has an R at the end, but the right pronunciation is foyer. The foyer of the concert hall was huge. Next word is devour, which means to eat something quickly, and the right way to say it is devour. He devoured the burger just in a bit. Next we have naive. She seems so naive, or knave. How do you pronounce it? Well, the right pronunciation is naive, and it means when someone who is new to something or is a beginner. Next word is lingerie. Ooh, you have definitely heard this one, haven't you? Well, its pronunciation is quite tricky though. It's lingerie. Next amazing word is genre, which means a particular category of music or movie like pop or classic. Its right pronunciation is genre. I hope you liked all the words and they're helpful to you. So what are you waiting for? Simply go ahead and practice them and just woo the listener.
Hi guys, welcome back. So are you fed up using the words such as good, pretty, bad, beautiful, and so on? So this video is going to be perfect for you because I'm going to give you some amazing words which you can replace and can make a beautiful impression on others. So what are you waiting for? Let's begin. So the first word what I have for you is pretty. Now pretty is a very common word and we use it quite often. But we can always replace it with some good vocabulary words such as elegant, striking, alluring, and exquisite. Now with some more practice, you can always use these words in your English communication skills, and let's take an example over here. The wedding cake was exquisite. I have used exquisite here instead of pretty. So slowly and gradually you can also start replacing the words with some more appropriate words. Another boring word is funny. So you can use humorous, hilarious, and jocular instead of using funny, which is again a very common word and you should avoid using it. So let's take an example over here. Rahul is a hilarious guy. Let's take one more example. I watched a humorous meme last night. Another boring word is smart. And we struggle a lot many a times using this word, or maybe if you want to replace with some other higher vocabulary word, then you can always use quick-witted, brainy, or witty. For example, Peter is an elegant and witty guy. Another word is run. So what you can use instead of using run, we can use sprinted, we can also use bolted and scurried. Let's take an example over here. Horses scurried everywhere. So instead of using run in your English communication skills, and if you don't want to sound boring, then you can always use scurried, sprinted or bolted in your English language. Another word which I can say is super boring to use according to me is happy. So I'm going to give you some amazing words where you can replace happy with these words with just a little bit of practice. The first word is jubilant, jovial, content and elated. I don't believe that this is the same man who seems to be so jovial was furious last night. So here I replaced the word happy with jovial. So this is it from me guys, and I hope this video is going to be super helpful for you. As I always say, it just needs a little more practice and you can be a fluent English speaker. So I will see you soon with another amazing video. Bye.
Hello there! Welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we get started with this amazing video on sentences and its types, if you love videos about how can you adorn your English communication skills which help you transform your personality and make you super confident like a superhuman, be sure to subscribe and click on the bell button to stay in touch with all the wonderful and highly impacting videos we share on this channel. In this video, we're going to discuss about a very basic yet very important topic, sentences. What is a sentence? What are its types? And how are they different? So let's begin. A sentence is a group of words giving a complete thought, a complete sense. And a complete sentence contains a subject and a predicate. Subject means what or about whom the sentence is. And predicate tells us something about the subject. Usually, the subject is a noun or pronoun, whereas predicate is a verb part of the sentence. For example, I love to sing. I love to sing. Here, I is the subject, whereas love to sing is the predicate. Let's see, basically, there are three major types of sentences. Number 1. Simple sentence. A simple sentence has only one finite verb. For example, an old man sat under a tree. An old man sat under a tree. There is only one finite verb, that is, sat. Now, if we see a sentence like, an old man wearing old-fashioned glasses and dusty clothes sat under a tree, not noticing men, women, or children around. This is also a simple sentence. Why? Because it has only one finite verb, sat. You see, length of sentence cannot tell its type. Even a simple sentence can be a long sentence. Next is compound sentence. Sentences which consist of two or more independent clauses joined together with conjunction are compound sentences. For example, the boy ran away and the old man was left alone. In this sentence, we have two independent clauses which can be expressed as two short sentences as number 1, the boy ran away. Number 2, the old man was left alone. Since these clauses make complete sense on their own, so they are also called main or principal clause. And the sentences that have two or more than two principal clauses are called compound sentences. And the clauses of a compound sentence are called coordinate clauses. Next is complex sentences. A sentence which has one main clause and one or more subordinate clauses is called complex sentence. Since you know what is main clause, right? So, subordinate clause are those that depend on the main clause to deliver complete meaning. For example, this is the house that she built. Here, this is the house is the main clause, while that she built is a subordinate clause, as it depends upon the main clause to make complete meaning. Usually, the subordinate clause begins with subordinating conjunctions like after, before, even though, if, since, while, however, whenever. Let's see another example. Even though she was late, she managed to complete the assignment. Now tell me, which one is subordinate and which one is the main clause in this sentence? I will be waiting for your answers in the comment section. In this video, you learned about sentence, coordinate, and subordinate clauses, simple, compound, and complex sentences. Now go check out how much did you understand about this topic by a short and quick test based on what you learned. The link is present in the description box below. Anyways guys, that is going to wrap up our today's video. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more of such content, be sure to leave a like and do not forget to subscribe. That's it for me guys. I hope you all have a tremendous rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.
Hi guys, welcome back. So today we are going to talk about some idioms which are definitely going to help you to be more good at English communication skills. And here I am going to talk about 7 idioms which are very easy to understand and at the same time can really help you to create an amazing impression. So what are you waiting for? So the first idiom what I have for you is knocking socks off. Knocking socks off means impressing or impressive. So let's take an example here to understand that how we can use this idiom in our English communication skills. Ria performed on stage and she literally knocked her socks off. So the meaning of knocking socks off is impressive or impressing. Another idiom is break a leg. Now break a leg means good luck. So how are you going to use this in your English communication skills? Rahul, are you having your exam tomorrow? Well, break a leg. So break a leg means good luck. Third idiom is hit the sack. The meaning of hit the sack is going to sleep. I'm very tired today and I'm going to hit the sack soon. Hit the sack means going to sleep. The fourth idiom is wet behind the ears. Now what does it mean? Wet behind the ears means inexperienced or a person who has no experience at all. So how are we going to use this in our English communication skills? Let's take an example. I liked Priya's idea, but I feel she is still wet behind the ears. The meaning of wet behind the ears is inexperienced or with no experience at all. Idiom number 5. Rule the roast. The meaning of rule the roast is being in complete control. Now this one is my favorite. Let's see how we can use it in our English communication skills. In my family, my mother rules the roast. Rule the roast means being in complete control. Idiom number 6. The skeleton in the closet. This is a good one, isn't it? The skeleton in the closet means to keep some dark secrets from other people. So this is, as I say, a good one. Why? Because we can definitely use it in our English communication skills, specifically when we are talking in our day-to-day conversations. So you can always use this idiom. The meaning of this idiom is to keep dark secrets from others. How are we going to use it in our English communication skills? Let's see with an example. Every one of us keeps skeletons in the closet. Every one of us has skeletons in the closet. The last idiom number 7 is speaking with a forked tongue. The meaning of speaking with a forked tongue is when we say something else but we mean something different altogether. That means speaking a different thing but we have something else in our heart. That is speaking with a forked tongue. So how are we going to use it in our English language? My friend always speaks with a forked tongue. Speaking with a forked tongue means when we have something else in our mind, in our hearts, and we say something else. So these were the 7 idiom, guys, which I had for you, and I hope you liked it and you're going to practice them. What I would suggest is use some of the idioms on a regular basis so that you can improve your English communication skills. At the same time, you will be super confident whenever you use an idiom because it's all about the practice. I'll see you soon, guys.
Hello there! Welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we get started with this amazing video on how to transform sentences into simple and compound, if you love videos about how can you adorn your English communication skills, which help you transform your personality and make you super confident like a superhuman, be sure to subscribe and click on the bell button to stay in touch with all the wonderful and highly impacting videos we share on this channel. In this video, we're going to discuss about how to transform a simple sentence into a compound sentence and vice versa. I hope you've already seen our previous video on basics and types of sentences, and if you haven't watched it yet, go ahead. The link is in the description box below. I will be waiting here for you. Now that you know about simple and compound sentences, let's see how to convert them into each other. Let's take an example of simple sentence. He must work very hard to make up for the lost time. He must work very hard to make up for the lost time. Now, in order to convert this sentence into compound, we need to convert this sentence so that it has 2 clauses joined by a conjunction by definition of compound sentence, right? Thus, we get 2 clauses. 1. He must work hard, and 2. To make up for the lost time. So we take these 2 clauses and insert "and" in between. See what we got? He must work very hard and make up for the lost time. This becomes a complex sentence. Let's take another example of a simple sentence. The teacher punished the boy for disobedience. The teacher punished the boy for disobedience. Again, we need to find 2 clauses in this sentence. Number 1. The teacher punished the boy. But for what? For disobedience, right? Thus we get a complex sentence will be the boy was disobedient and so the teacher punished him, where and so is a conjunction. Now this one is for you to try. Convert this simple sentence into a complex sentence. By his pleasant manners, he gained many friends. By his pleasant manners, he gained many friends. Once you get the answer, go check out the comment section to make sure you're right. Now let's move forward and learn how to convert a complex sentence into a simple one. The process is completely same, but this time in the opposite direction. First, remove the conjunction and adjust the two clauses with a comma. See, here's a compound sentence. He finished his exercise and put away his books. Now first, remove the conjunction and. See, we got two clauses. 1. He finished his exercise and 2. Put away his books. We can write these sentences together as a simple sentence. Having finished his exercise, he put away his books. You can always use having whenever you need to change compound sentence with and into simple sentence. Let's take another example. Compound sentence. He must not be late or he will be punished. He must not be late or he will be punished. Again, remove the conjunction or and use to since we have a positive clause, he will be punished. So we used avoid with to and we got simple sentence. He must not be late to avoid getting punished. Let's just have one more example. Compound sentence. We must eat or we cannot live. We must eat or we cannot live. Now in this complex sentence, we have or, which can be replaced by to, and since there is a negative clause, we cannot live, so we will not use avoid, and thus we get simple sentence. We must eat to live. Now here's one for you. Convert this compound sentence into a simple one. This must not occur again, or you will be dismissed. This must not occur again, or you will be dismissed. Convert this into a simple sentence. When you're done, check the answer in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more videos like it, be sure to leave a like and do not forget to subscribe. That's it from me, guys. I hope you all have a tremendous rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.
Hi guys, this is Jasmine and I welcome you all. So today we are going to talk about why learning English or speaking English is frustrating for a lot of people. Well, if that is your story as well, then keep on watching. Alright, so the first reason why I feel that it is very much important, or the people who are not able to speak English, because they have not yet find their own unique way of learning. Now here I'm going to share 7 tips with you which are going to help you to be an amazing English speaker if you commit to practice them. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. So the very first thing is that we need to find out our own unique ways and the resources and the methods which literally match our level. It should not be too difficult. It should not be too easy for us. It should be truly motivating. The way we can put it is that a lot of people do a mistake that they begin with some listening exercises and then at the end they feel or they are left frustrated. I should always recommend that your goal should be defined in such a way that it should motivate you rather than it should frustrate you. The second tip which I have for you is use idioms in your language. I know idioms are a little difficult to memorize, but they are fun to use, trust me guys, because personally if you ask me, I love to use idioms in my English communication skills and they are simply superb. Why I love them the most is because they make your English communication skills more vibrant and more colorful, and it is actually a great thing to use a couple of idioms in your English speaking because it creates a good impression on the others. At the same time you feel more confident about them. So if you have not checked a video of mine on idioms, then definitely you can check out the link here and go to the description box and simply watch out my video after finishing this video, of course. Alright, so I would like to elaborate a bit more about the idioms, and let's take two examples for idioms, like how we can use them in our English communication skills. So the first idiom which we can use is spill the beans. Spill the beans means to leak out a secret, or basically the secret is out. So that means spill the beans or spill the beans. Let's take one more idiom over here, break a leg. Now break a leg is good luck. Shreya is having her performance tomorrow and Rahul is wishing her break a leg. The third tip which I have for you is, I have observed many people, and you also knowing about this, you might be knowing about this, that you make the same grammar mistakes again and again and over a period of time. But this can be rectified. It is important to unlearn your mistakes because that's how you can be more confident, of course. Now there are certain tips which I would like to give you, and they work of course if you do it dedicatedly, and which really helps you to improve your grammar, which really helps you to update your grammar skills. You can unlearn your grammatical mistakes, grammatical errors if you are making any, and that could be, you can take a simple test online. Nowadays a lot of online tools are available, and of course they are free, of course they are not chargeable. You can use them, and at the same time you can also dedicate a day wherein you are committed to revise some grammar rules or some other grammatical materials you can refer. So if you what I believe in is that if you have a proper plan, just a small simple plan can take you ways ahead than anybody else. And so it's very, very important for you to unlearn your mistakes, unlearn the mistakes which you are doing in terms of grammar and grammatical concepts. Okay, so we are just halfway through our video, and the fourth tip what I have for you is record yourself. Yes, you heard me right, record yourself. I know a lot of you guys dislike this particular practice because I don't know what could be the reasons. The reason could be endless. When it comes to giving some excuses towards our own learning, we have tons of it, trust me guys, because I can literally put myself in your shoes, and I was used to be the same. I was afraid of trying, I was fearful, I was not able to speak even a single word in English language. But it's all about, see, the results are in front of you, and it all comes through dedication and practice. So yes, one tip which I always give to my learners who are in my communication skills program and all, and of course there we give them a lot of details as well, but yes, this tip really works, and you should be literally brave to try it. There is no harm in recording yourself and listening to it, because this actually helps. At that time you listen to yourself. When you record yourself, you listen to your pronunciation, you listen to your own intonation, that how are you pronouncing certain words, are they correct, or not? What are the problem areas? Because once you identify the problem areas, the areas in which you are facing challenges, then it becomes very easy for you to work on them, to rectify them, and to overcome them over a period of time. So the fourth tip, and you guys have to promise me that you're going to do this, record yourself and see the magic. Tip number 5. Now, a lot of people are afraid of speaking in public or even taking an initiative, and I feel this particular point which I'm going to put forward is very common but still quite underrated. So I would like to bring this into attention again through this video, because it literally works for a lot of people who give it a try. I would like to suggest that you can use some chat rooms online, or even you can use some forums or maybe some communities. And this specifically works. Why? Because the people who are afraid of speaking in English, I think there is no one to judge them in a particular community or a forum, because you find out a common community or a particular forum which is dedicated to develop English speaking skills. So more or less everyone is sailing in the same boat. Wow, I actually used the idiom over here. Okay, so this is actually very important. And one more thing I would like to suggest to you here is, you can, if possible, you can get a speaking partner for yourself. That could be amazingly well, guys. I can tell you that it's a little difficult to get a speaking partner, of course, a free speaking partner, of course, but that works like anything, because it is also your partner to whom you are accountable, because you both are in the learning phase and you are not that much fearful, you're not that scared. Why? Because the other person is also at the same level as I said. So you both are learners, you both learn. So if possible, you can get a speaking partner for yourself and start practicing. See, what I can say is this, that everything is easy if you do it smart. So this brings to me my tip number 6, and this is one of my favorites, of course, because it's related to music, and I'm a very big fan of listening music, and it's all about you just sing your heart out. That means you should sing some English songs. Now you will ask me that how can I sing English songs, because their pronunciation, their accent is pretty different and they sing quite fast, right? So in that case, what you can do is you can listen to the song along with the lyrics. And one more thing I would like to tell you, that if the song is of your interest, you will memorize it very, very quickly. You can trust me on this, because I have done it. And a song, Waiting for Tonight from Jennifer Lopez, if you guys know, I'm sure you might be knowing, because it was a huge hit. And I did this practice somewhere around 10 years, 12 years ago. I listened to the song along with the lyrics on the side, and I did it twice or thrice, I guess, and I was shocked. I mean, it was literally like I was singing the song on my own. I literally memorized the entire lyrics. Why? Because I was interested in that music. I was loving that music. My ears were loving that music when I was listening to it. So that is the reason it is also suggested that you should always find the articles or storybooks or even any online articles, if you are reading to improve your English communication skills, they should always be of your interest. Your interests vary, that's okay. You can read the books on marketing, you can read the books on motivation, you can read the books on law of attraction, you can read the blogs on fashion, travel and whatnot. But I would also recommend that read the materials, read the resources, search the resources which are of your interest. Don't just read the book because your friend is also reading, because the interests are different. What works for the person, it's not necessary will work for you as well. So here you have to put in the real work, because after all, it's all about your development. So my last tip for you is get yourself a qualified teacher. Yes, that's right. Now, who wants to learn wrong things? No one, right? So I have been a very big fan of personal development. It's very important to invest in yourself. If you just want to learn the basics and everything, then definitely online tools and online resources are everywhere, but again they are not sufficient. This video of mine, of course, I am trying my best to help you guys, but it's always and always, see, what I feel is this, that there is always a special place of a mentor in our lives, and that can never be replaced by anyone else or any online community or anything else, because that's entirely a different thing. That is the reason kids go to school. That is the reason we have gone to high schools. That is the reason I still take a lot of professional courses, because it's always important to upgrade yourself. It's always important to polish your skills if you want to stand out of the crowd. So I hope this video is gonna be super helpful for you guys, and keep practicing. I love you all. Thank you so much. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So what's today's topic? So today's topic is super interesting. Why? Because I'm going to tell you 15 brands which you often mispronounce. Yes, that's right. There are certain brands which we often mispronounce, and many a times we often feel skeptical talking about them in public. Why? Of course, we are not, because we are not very much sure about how are we going to pronounce them. But no more situations like this. Why? Because today I'm going to cover major brands which often stops you to talk in public about them. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Okay, so the very first word which we often mispronounce, and it is one of the illustrious brand name, I must say, and that is Nutella. Okay, Nutella. So normally we pronounce it as Nutella, Nutella, whereas the correct pronunciation of this word is Nutella, Nutella. You can also look at the spellings. There is a difference in the spelling, of course, and it is very much clear that what is the pronunciation mistake when we pronounce Nutella. It's Nutella. Isn't it great? Alright, so let's move to the next word. The next word is Hyundai. Yes, as we hear a lot of people talk about this, or even we say many a times this particular word, we say Hyundai, Hyundai, right? But the correct pronunciation of this word is Hyundai, Hyundai. All right, so let's move to the third word. So the third word is, it's a luxurious brand, and that is Porsche. Porsche. That's what you call it, right? But the correct pronunciation of this word is Porsche. 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 So from now onwards, you know the correct pronunciation of the word Porsche, which is actually Porsche. So from now onwards, do not say this word or do not speak in public, I like Porsche. No, I like Porsche. Alright, so this makes me to move to my fourth word which you often mispronounce, and it is one of my favorite brands, of course, and that's Nike. Nike. That's how a lot of people pronounce it, right? They call it Nike. I like shoes from Nike, but in actual it is known as Nike. Nike. Not Nike. It's Nike. Okay, so right now we have learned somewhere around 4 brand names which we often mispronounce. Now let's move to the fifth word. Okay, now the fifth word is Moschino. Moschino. In real, the correct pronunciation of this word is Moschino. Moschino. The sound of CH in this word is not pronounced as Ch. It's not Moschino. The sound of CH becomes K. So the correct pronunciation is Moschino. Moschino. Alright, so the next word is Hogarden. Hogarden. Now, Hoegaarden is a name of a beer. It's a wheat beer, and but the correct pronunciation of this word is not Hoegaarden. The pronunciation of this word is Hoegaarden. Hoegaarden. I don't know, guys, whether you call it English language or a general knowledge class, of course, or you can take it as a combination of both, because I like to tell you a little bit of history behind the brand names, because then it becomes a little easier for you to understand and memorize it. Of course, at the same time, it improves your vocabulary. Also, you get to know a little bit more about the brand. So even if you talk about this in future in public or with anyone else, so at least you should feel confident that yes, you know about it, or at least you know a bit about this particular word. All right, so let's move to the next word. Next word is Hermes. Hermes. Now, the correct pronunciation of this word is, you will be little shocked about this actually, and it is Hermes. Hermes. The sound of H is gonna be silent in this word. We are not going to pronounce H sound. It is Hermes. Hermes. Hermes is actually a lifestyle brand. It produces the products such as lifestyle products such as watches, perfumes, and things related to that. So it is a lifestyle product, and it is of course a good one. Okay, so the third word is Fage. Fage. Now, the spelling is very easy. It's F-A-G-E, and that's how we actually do it. We normally pronounce the words in such a way, the way we see the spelling and the sounds, of course. So if I look at the spelling, it's F-A-G-E, and F-A-G-E in simple language, if I talk about, or how am I going to pronounce it, as Fage, but it's wrong. The correct pronunciation of this word is Faye. 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 The reason why I'm repeating the sound again and again, so that if you want, you can practice with me and you can clear your pronunciation right away in this class. So that is the reason, that is the only concern why I'm repeating the sounds 2 to 3 times, so you can literally practice with me and improve your pronunciation. Alright, so let's move to the next word. The next word is Ocado. Ocado. The correct pronunciation of this word is going to be Ocado. Ocado. It's not O, it's Ocado. Ocado. Now, another brand name is very, very interesting, and it is Hublot. Hublot. The spelling is H-U-B-L-O-T. So that's how I'm going to pronounce it, right? It's Hublot. But it is going to be very interesting for you to know that how this word is actually pronounced. It is pronounced as Hublot. Hublot. The sound of H is absent in this, guys. Even the sound of T is not there. It's simply Hublot. Hublot. Now, this brand is a very prestigious brand, and it makes watches. They actually produce very prestigious watches, and it is from Switzerland. So how's it going? Great, isn't it? I'm giving you the pronunciation of some famous brands. Not only the pronunciation, but I'm also telling you a little bit about their origin, where they are coming from, so that it becomes even more easier for you to understand. So let's move forward, and now I have some amazing words, even more amazing words for you. And the first one is Jean Paul Gaultier. Jean Paul Gaultier. Yes, that's how a lot of people pronounce it, but again, this is wrong. This is incorrect way of pronouncing it. So let's talk about a little bit about this brand. So this brand is again a luxury brand, and the correct pronunciation of this word is going to be Jean Paul Gaultier. Gaultier. The pronunciation of this word is Jean Paul Gaultier. It's not Gaultier. We are not going to pronounce the sound R over here. It's Jean Paul Gaultier. Jean Paul Gaultier. Alright, now this brings me to the next word, and it is Givenchy. Givenchy. Now, how are we going to pronounce this word? Givenchy, Givenchy, or what is, any guesses? Okay, let me tell you something about this. Now this is again a French brand, and it deals into luxury perfumes, and the correct pronunciation of this word is Givenchy. Givenchy. It's not at all Givenchy, guys. It's Givenchy. Sometimes actually I really wonder that why English is so difficult and why it is so difficult to pronounce. The letters and the sounds are so different, and even sometimes CH is pronounced as K, or even S is pronounced as C, or even C is pronounced as SI, but that's okay. Every language has its own beauty and essence. So I really feel, and in English, if I talk about English, and English is one of my favorite languages, guys. I'm in love with this language. So let's move to another word. Another brand name is Balmain. Balmain. So Balmain is actually a fashion house, and it is in Paris, and they have more than 16 stores all over the world. But hey, how are we going to pronounce it? Balmain? No, not at all. It is going to be Balmain. Balmain. B-A-L-M-A-H. We are not going to pronounce N over here, and it's going to be silent, and we are going to pronounce it as Balmain. Repeat with me, guys. It's Balmain. This is gonna be something really, really amazing, and it's actually very important. As per, if I talk about myself, then I really feel like that the pronunciation should be good, of course. Why? Because it actually helps to create a better impression of others. At the same time, it makes us super confident. Why? Because confidence comes from knowledge, and if we have appropriate knowledge about certain things, then we are super confident about it. So with a little bit of practice, you can be amazing, you can be very confident. So keep practicing, guys. I will be back very, very soon with another amazing video for you people. Till then, bye bye.